A Cape Town mother is fighting the parole board's decision to release her ex-husband. He was convicted of murdering their 3 children. Charlotte van der Westhuizen says the decision a travesty of justice. Marius van der Westhuizen will be released on parole on the 31st of June after serving about 13 years of a 24-year sentence for the murder of their 3 children in 2006, aged 21 months, 5 and 16. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi filed this report.
It's a race against time for Charlotte van der Westhuizen and her lawyer as they gear up to fight the decision by the parole board to release her ex-husband and former top cop Marius van der Westhuizen on parole after the murder of their 3 children in 2006. Her lawyer has already written to Judge Edwin Cameron of the Judicial Inspectorate for Correctional Services on what they describe as defects in the parole process.
It's also referred us to certain internal steps that we can take in terms of Section 77 of the Correctional Service Act, and we will definitely consider those. Secondly, we also will consider if we want to approach the High Court for a review application.
After 3 parole hearings since December 2022, Charlotte says her fight goes beyond personal tragedy. She believes it's a battle for all mothers who have suffered under a flawed parole system.
I'm a woman in the South African police, and I'm fighting for all the women. The system needs to change. The parole system thus far is a farce. 40,000 alone for a victim impact report that the parole board did not even read. On Thursday, he said, Alma take all the blame, literally with us. Alma take all the blame. Everything is my blame. That body language told me, Marius van der Westhuizen, I know his body language. He is not rehabilitated. He literally said that he's sorry he couldn't control me better. I still have this today. And I have to go back to a room where the chairperson of a parole board fingered on one of my children's photos and told me I must forgive. Parole is about justice.
28 July 2006 is a day Charlotte says she will never forget. Nearly 18 years later, she still fears for her life.
And I knew when I got home, I will be in trouble because I was not allowed to wear uniform. I was not allowed to work after hours. He did not have respect for me as an officer. I had to think, do, say, behave, act, and even eat what he allowed me to eat or not to eat. And with every child that he shot, he said, you made your choice, you must bear the consequences. So, you must realize, South Africa, every time I stand up against Marius van der Westhuizen, my life is in danger. Even if it costs my life, I will keep on speaking. Even if Marius comes out, I will keep on speaking.
Retired Provincial Deputy Commissioner Jeremy Veery has called on SAPS to ensure Charlotte's protection.
A threat analysis needs to be done by crime intelligence, and that on the basis of that, a recommendation needs to be made as to how she should be protected, which is what did not happen in Caniers, and of course the consequence was obvious. In this particular case, I think a demand as a SAPS member from her side for the SAPS to fulfill its legal obligation towards her as an employee needs to be done, because the threat, as she indicated, still exists.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nasiphi in Bellville.